Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of AORUS Pro Tips. Hope you're having a great December. My name is Lucas, aka LukiLuki, your resident 9k Pango spammer / offlaner, and I'm going to give you some tips today on how to stay prepared in Dota. A lot of people ask, how did you decide that you want to use this spell in this situation, or how did you determine this? And there's a lot of things that go into if I will cast a spell. For example, if I think it's worth using my spear, for example, in this Mars game, if I want to use my spear to secure the range creep, if I have to, kind of what goes on in my head. This kind of stemmed from when I was kind of just chilling on my own. It was late at night, and I was just browsing Dota streams. And I randomly found this Dota stream of this player playing Night Stalker. There were some small things that I noticed in her gameplay that I wouldn't be doing, and some of that was namely her casting of the Night Stalker's Q. And kind of just when to cast Q. People have these questions a lot of the time, and my answer for that is, first of all, I think that you should only really cast it if you're maybe chasing someone down. So say someone walks up, maybe you'd want to cast Q so you can go on them afterwards, but just kind of casting Q just for the sake of it doesn't really have that much purpose. And in the same sense, in this lane, say that I have level 2 spear, it doesn't offer that much purpose to the lane, unless I'm really like securing a creep or trying to push creeps, like in that situation just now, where I just push the Terrorblade off of my range creep and got the deny, or off of yeah, so because he was gonna get the last hit. So some of you might be asking, okay, well, how do you determine that's worth it? So in my situation, I have level 2 Q, which is significantly stronger than level 1 Q, and also I have mana to spare. I haven't been using my spear at all in this lane because it's a very high mana cost spell. It does do a lot of damage though, especially when I hit level 5, and I want to make sure that my mana is relatively controlled, I guess. If I mainly cast my my W's in the lane, then I'll be able to make sure that I'll have enough mana for spear later on in later levels. But I can always fairy myself mangoes, right? But generally that's kind of not the best. Like, you can fairy yourself mangoes, but you don't want to be unreasonable about it. And it's kind of unreasonable to cast these like level 1 Qs in this lane. So another thing that I want to touch on in this lane is that I want to kind of say that if you're not prepared to make a fight, then you shouldn't make that fight. So in this game, I'm playing against so I am playing against a pretty high MR player. This is PPD's new mid laner, if you guys are following the competitive scene, that are playing in that BTS tournament. But I kind of want to talk about if you are not prepared for a fight, if you are prepared for a fight. So I kind of want to look really quick at my items here. So I did fairy myself out of clarity after getting that kill. I find a lot of people, after making these successful plays, they will just have no mana. And I don't understand how they can survive, because if there was a play to happen middle and you needed to TP, you already barely have enough mana for your TP, and Mars is a hero that's super mana dependent. If you don't keep yourself topped off on mana, this works on a lot of offlane heroes too, or heroes in Dota in general. If you don't keep yourself topped off, you're not going to be able to make plays on the map. If I had 0 mana here, or if I failed to fairy myself a clarity, this Terrorblade would not die. As you can see, I also just hit level 6 here. As soon as I cast my ulti, I have 20 mana remaining. I get mangoed by my teammates, so I'm able to press God's Rebuke and get this kill, but Dota is such a difficult game in that it really is important, and shows that if you're not prepared, you're going to run into trouble. As you can see here, I was just farming jungle, but I have this clarity on in my backpack, and I'm currently topping myself off to full mana. So when this mid Pango ganks my Drow Ranger bot lane, I'm able to show up, I'm able to cast my arena and get the kill, and as you can see, my mana is at 100. People are buying like these soul rings and these very unconventional Mars builds and justifying it because they have no mana, but really you just need to spend 50 gold, and you can just top yourself off to full mana after that. And even here, if you look at my mana, it would be nice if I had some clarities. Thankfully, if we check out my courier, it does have some clarities on it, so I am thinking ahead. But I ran into the enemy jungle to try to look for Terrorblade, and I didn't find him. But again, you can't make this play if you don't have any stats or any spells that you can throw out when you get to that location. So yeah, hope that helps you guys a lot. But generally, just being prepared, kind of asking yourself what could happen in the next couple minutes, and preparing for that. And what could transpire after that play occurs. Alright, so that has been it for AORUS Pro Tips video number 3, I think this was. Thanks for watching. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe, I'll see you guys next time.